Good afternoon, or morning, wherever you are, evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of the world-famous, most popular podcast / video podcast, Discussing Nothing. I am your host today, the very grand-looking Ross. Do you like my top hat? I bet you do. And today I am joined by two of my favourite colleagues out of the 5 colleagues, including myself. And they are the lovely, very smartly dressed
Tristan.
And the slightly late this morning,
Emma,
you were always first in the office in the mornings.
Yep.
What happened?
I woke up very tired today.
Very tired.
And so I ended up leaving it too late for my usual bus and had to get the next one.
Been a long, hard week, hasn't it?
Yeah. I was very tired.
Tristan, how are you feeling this morning? You ready?
I'm ready.
Ready for a big old argument?
Yep.
A scuffle?
It's not going to be a picnic. I'll tell you that much.
Segue. And today, what these two are discussing, well, if you can imagine it, this is why I'm wearing my grand hat. I just made this up in the last 5 minutes. Lord Plop Drop. And today, these two will be seducing me in a way. I'm going to be asking them to both take me on a picnic. And I've given them a variety of items that they should probably bring with them on this picnic. And we're going to go through them and see who's going to give me a better day out, a better picnic. Lord Plop Drop's picnic. Now, I'm going to start with the first one, which was, let's go for the staple. The staple of this picnic. What sandwich are you guys bringing me? Emma.
Well, I actually made the notes because it has a few ingredients that I feel like you'd appreciate.
Okay.
It's quite a bougie sandwich.
Bougie.
Yeah, I thought, I'm taking you on a picnic, I may as well treat you.
Okay.
So, I was actually inspired by your lunch yesterday. So, I thought you could have the base, sourdough.
Sourdough.
I think it's a very, very good type of bread.
Are we toasting this?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good.
With some garlic butter, and you toast it with the garlic butter, so it infuses the bread, makes it nice and crispy.
Wait, you're putting butter in a toaster?
No, in a pan.
All right, careful.
Are we? This is the question. Are we preparing before?
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
I'll have it.
Where are you plugging your toaster in? On a
You can bring a camping stove.
You're plugging a toaster into a camping stove?
I didn't mention toaster. You mentioned toaster.
Okay, fair enough.
I will have it prepared, pre-toasted.
I'm going to let you run with this.
Yeah. Garlic butter toasted in a pan. Nice garlic infused sourdough with some steak. Obviously, I won't eat it. This is purely for your enjoyment.
It's a good thing I got 2 vegetarians to prepare my picnic.
And it'll be nicely seasoned because I know how to do that. And I'm some caramelized onions, nice on top with some rocket. Bit of spice, but a bit of greenery in there, with a nice balsamic glaze, nicely toasted.
Hold you there. What sandwich are you giving me?
Nice and simple, you know. That seems way too over the top. It's a picnic. Like, come on. Just, we get finger sandwiches. I feel like they're an essential part of the picnic.
Yeah.
Just roast beef and mustard.
Roast Just roast beef and
maybe a bit of horseradish if you want it.
Any bread?
Yeah.
Which bread? What kind of bread?
Light bread, fingers.
Right. Okay. Right. Well,
white and brown.
White and brown.
Yeah. You can
how many sandwiches have you got? Like, how are we quartering these?
No, fingers. They're just like in about that wide, and then just across.
Right. Okay. We're going to move on to the crisps section. Crisps.
Right. I threw in my personal favorite for the crisps.
Okay.
Because I thought there has to be something I can eat if we're going to enjoy this picnic together.
I didn't ask
because
you.
I feel like I've seduced you with the sandwich. I feel like I put a lot of effort in there.
Doesn't just is that just what you are? Just put in the effort for the sandwich and then
No. The
we're
crisps, they're simple, but in my opinion, one of the best crisps there is.
What are the crisps?
Sea salt and balsamic vinegar kettle chips.
That's a good chip.
It is a good chip.
Just one bag?
Big bag.
Big bag.
Right,
okay, Chris, what are you bringing?
I would like to say, you're shafting me here, but let Emma go first. But everyone knows kettle chips are they're the ones that you go for on a picnic.
Best chips.
Is that what you're bringing too?
No, obviously not.
Not anymore.
But give me a minute. Come on, like, and as another little side track, it's not all. This isn't a meal deal. It's not all about the food. It's a picnic. You know, there's
Okay.
other elements. You know? I'm splashing out elsewhere. I'm like, we'll have a nice little wicker hamper with little fine china. I can see you're a man who would enjoy.
I'm a man of grandeur.
Exactly, in
I'm Lord Blop Blop.
high culture. And yeah, so I just think the general setup. That's what
He
you're
still
not-
hasn't.
you're-
He
so
still
you're
hasn't
not- you're
answered
not
what
giving me
crisps he's
crisps.
bringing.
I am giving you crisps.
He's trying to
What
distract
crisps?
you.
Skips.
Melt
Prawn
in the
cocktail.
mouth.
Pro cocktail's good. Right,
You're a man who would like.
gonna
I'm a
prawn
man of
cocktail.
I'm a
You're
man
gonna
of
have-
class and grandeur, and
you're
I'm
gonna
gonna
have
be eating
really bad
skips
breath
on
after this
fine
picnic.
china.
You've had a mustard and horseradish sandwich with skips.
Well, I can't even
You're
remember
gonna be
what was in Emma's
stinking.
sandwich. It sounds like a mess, to be honest. I can't even remember what the ingredients were. But there's probably something that would make your breath smell bad in there as well.
Well, as soon as you were a bit upset that she's gone first and everything, the drink.
I will bring you mint tea. A selection of herbal teas. This hamper can have a selection. It's a big hamper.
Have you brought a stove as well?
No. I thought of that. I boiled the kettle before and got a whatever you call it, a flask.
Okay.
Yeah, and in this hamper it will have a lovely china teapot, and I'll be able to put the whatever herbal tea.
Would you say a tea is something you'd bring on a picnic?
Well, this one, yes, because this is like, you gotta imagine, you know, like there's a lovely like picnic blanket. You're there in your top hat. I'm wearing my long flowing billowing dress. And we've got our little china teacups.
To be
We're
fair,
sitting there. It's a lovely
I am a
day.
man of class and
Yeah.
high society. This is sounding, this is very high society. Emma, what
underneath the
are
oak
you bringing
tree.
to the table drink wise?
Good old apple juice.
Apple juice.
Apple juice.
Now, are we talking cloudy, or are we talking the one that makes me think I'm drinking a glass of scotch?
That one.
That's the one.
That one.
Scotch or pea.
Have you got a nice?
But
Have you got
it
a
doesn't
nice
matter
like?
because it doesn't taste like either
You got a
of
nice
those.
tumbler that I can drink it out of, so I can pretend it's
Yeah,
scotch.
yeah.
Because I don't actually
On the
like
rocks,
scotch
I
that
could
much. On the rocks, you're
have
gonna
some-
you're
no.
bringing ice, are you?
Those little plastic ones that stay frozen for longer.
Huh? Plastic ice cubes.
Yeah.
You confused him.
What's a plastic? What do you mean?
Those little, like, they're plastic, full of water. You freeze them
Yeah.
and you reuse them. Easier than
Interesting.
bringing regular ice cubes.
Just bring a, what's it called? No, what's that thing called? The big blue thing where you take drinks and chuck ice in it. A cooler.
Cooler.
That's the one. Interesting, right? And fruit.
Well, seeing as we're going slightly decadent here
Yeah.
with
You've
the
definitely
fine-
followed a theme.
the fine china and the wicker hamper.
I feel like he's distracting you with all those little details,
A
though.
man of
From
class and
The
grandeur.
food.
It's the little
I'm
details
Lord
which make the
Blop Blop.
difference.
He requested food,
Yeah, see,
and I feel like you're distracting him with all the other
we're
details.
all getting distracted. What fruit are you bringing?
Lychees.
For those who might not know what a lychee is, what is a lychee?
a lychee is a sweet white fruit about that big. It's got a red skin which you peel, and when you eat it,
Is it the
Bit
one with does it have a
messy.
stone in it?
it does have a stone. in
I
it.
have a real gripe with lychees. It's like a grape, but you can't have all the grape. It's like there's a grape with an interruption. That's what it is.
you
Like,
got-
why would I want to eat around a
Agreed.
stone?
You've got grape with a fake
I've got
grape.
I've no gripes with grapes. I have gripes with lychees.
Well, I
And
didn't
not
know
to mention,
that.
they're just a bit of a faff to eat.
They're fat. Where are we putting all these stones?
Yeah.
Are we just leaving them to? Well, actually, we'll come back to that because I want to know where we're leaving all these lychee stones. What fruit are you bringing?
Well, I was trying to think of something simple that leaves zero waste. You can eat it all. You don't have to pick at it and leave bits.
A zero.
Raspberries.
Oh. Now, I'm probably in the minority with this. I definitely am.
You don't
I have
like
a real
raspberries?
issue with raspberries. I'm not even a fussy
actually meant
eater.
grapes.
No, you didn't.
Um,
You didn't. You said raspberries. They're so hairy. You ever had a raspberry? It's got these tiny little hairs on it, and it's just like. And you know what my problem with raspberries and strawberries is? Strawberries as well, I'm including this. I had remember Munch Bunch yogurts when you were younger?
Mm-hmm.
I had them first before I tried an actual strawberry or a raspberry.
Were you disappointed by the taste?
And I was disappointed by the actual taste of a raspberry or a
well,
strawberry.
it's a good thing I actually make grapes though. So I can bring grapes.
Okay, I'm not letting you have that. But it's the thought of it.
There's grapes there too.
While we're eating our raspberries, we can be thinking about grapes and thinking
then you
of
won't
the
taste
grapes
them.
we could have had. But interesting.
Okay.
Right, fruit has been very disappointing. So where are you taking me on this lovely picnic?
I thought I would treat you and take you to one of the many lovely beaches in East Lothian.
East Lothian. Oh,
Yeah,
East Lothian.
because you've not been there much,
No,
and I feel
just
like you need to
Haddington.
experience the nice coastal areas of East Lothian.
Coastal areas of East Lothian.
Yeah.
Now, I will come back to that in just a second. Where are you taking me?
We are going to a lovely country park.
Which one?
Actually, no, we're not. We're going to we're going to a hill on your estate.
Oh, yeah. My estate
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
very large. My estate is lots of grassy meadows.
In somewhere where you would like it, in the Highlands.
But then I feel like when you're going on a picnic,
The
you want to go
Highlands.
away, experience a new place, not literally go for a picnic in your own
You
garden.
don't know how big his land is. He
I
hasn't gone
own,
to this
I,
bit.
I own so much
Like,
land.
he's a
Look at my hat. I own a lot of land.
That's
he's
very
a baller.
Right, so we're eating hairy raspberries. Now, having a picnic on a beach, I have a real issue with that. Sand, it gets everywhere.
Yeah,
Sand
but
everywhere, hairs
the good
from
thing
the raspberries everywhere.
about the beaches through East Lothian is there's nice woodland areas right on the edge of the beach. So we could sit just in the tree line where it's just grass, but still enjoy the vibe and the view of the beautiful beach.
I've not been to East Lothian, so I'm going
Exactly.
to have to take you there. These large beaches full of trees. Wow, sounds
Yeah.
glorious.
So you get a bit of both.
Now, I know you've been playing at my heartstrings because I'm wearing a grand hat, but it feels like you've not made much effort.
I've made a lot.
I would
I've put a
agree.
lot more thought into this than you would
He was
think.
distracting you with the
Beef
details
cheese,
about the
beef
picnic
and mustard,
basket.
stony grapes.
Listen, for stony grapes, they're for a purpose, right?
Okay.
Your estate will soon have a lovely orchard or whatever you call it of lychee plants.
The fruit that he doesn't like.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's also he's a business he's a businessman. It's not for him. He's going to sell
So
them.
you're
You
just
don't know
gonna
how I made my money.
litter in his garden
We could.
and leave him with trees.
It's a good idea.
of
I've given you a
fruit
great business idea.
that he doesn't like.
It's not about him liking them. You don't have to like what you're selling.
But you're meant to be treating him and taking him on a beautiful picnic for him to enjoy. And you're feeding him stinky food that he doesn't even like.
I'm giving him his pension. That's an investment.
Selling lychees.
Okay, I'm gonna halt this digression. Ailyn, which one of these picnics sounds nice to you? Ailyn's here, by the way.
I'm not gonna lie, I've forgotten most of what you said.
We got a bougie sandwich with apple juice, kettle chips, hairy fruit on a sandy, wooded beach with finger sandwiches of roast beef and mustard or horseradish,
horseradish.
I don't know what you
green tea, skips,
Oh yeah.
stony grapes on a grassy meadow on my estate that he's not even taken me anywhere. He's just said, "Oh, we'll just
You
use
didn't
your
know this
land."
bit of your estate existed.
So what are you saying? Who's treating me?
I think Emma's sounds lovely, but the beach part, I do agree, is annoying with the sand. So I think Emma's for everything except the location. Tristan, it depends on the estate, and I feel like you're not taking him anywhere. So it's not really.
If
a
Emma's
treat.
cooking a sandwich and you've got to drive to East Lothian, think what it's going to be like by the time you get there.
I offered the option of I could cook it before or I can bring my stove and have it freshly toasted there.
Open
Emma
fire
seems
in
like
a wooded
more of a
area.
treat.
It's
don't-
not.
Yeah,
Have you ever used a camping
It's
stove?
an open
Are you
flame.
thinking about the safety aspects of a camping
I've done it before.
stove?
I'm a professional.
Oh,
You're in good hands, Ross.
interesting indeed. Well, summing up both picnics, Now, I feel like Tristan was trying to con me because he saw my hat, and I feel like he was just trying to play at that the whole time, just complimenting me, saying, "Your grandeur." I think I can get past the hairy fruit because I'm in the minority. I don't like raspberries, and I think that's one of my true defining flaws.
I will bring grapes.
It's too late. But I have to say, little finger sandwiches full of mustard and beef and skips is not.
Skips aren't endless finger
and
sandwiches.
and stony grapes. It's not what Lord Plop Drop.
What?
No more. We are. I crown Emma the champion of the picnic off. Thank you very much for listening, and goodbye.
Goodbye.
I will not be back.